Welcome. This is Sudhakar Singh from Bharat Bharati Public School, Godda. Today I have brought a story from the book MCD, and the name of this story is Gulli Danda. You know, Gulli Danda is a very common sport which is being played especially in India, and it is said that Gulli Danda is originated from the India, as the other sports are nowadays very famous, as the Gulli Danda is very famous in olden days. This Gulli Danda is written by Munshi Premchand. Is a very common and renowned person in the field of literature, especially in Hindi and Urdu. Munshi Premchand is one of the most celebrated writers of the 20th century India. Born as Dhanpad Rai Srivastava, he started writing under the pen name Nawab Rai and subsequently changed it to a Premchand. Some of his famous works are Godan, Nirmala and Gavan. He had also written several essays and translations of a number of foreign literary works into Hindi. And it is said that he has written 14 novels and more than 300 short stories. Most of his work describe the problems faced by poor and lower middle class people. As born and grown up in pre-independence era, Munshi Premchand was greatly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi and supported his non-cooperation movement and the steps he took for social reforms. He used literature as a tool to highlight social evils such as corruption, casteism, rich-poor divide, widowhood and zamindari system in the society. As this story, the Gulli Danda, is also related to the division between the rich and the poor. Here in this story, Munshi Premchand has shown the olden sports. Especially it is played in Central Asia, East Asia, Turkey and Malaysia also, in which you can see the two instruments. The bigger one is called the danda and the smaller one is called gilli. You see, it is pointed with the both sides, and the boys used to hit it of one side, and when it jumps or picks it up, then he or she has to hit it. That is called gulli and danda. In this story, as it is shown that there was a narrator, as narrator is telling this story. Narrator tells that whenever he was a young boy, he used to play gilli and danda with the other village boy. And this system was going on, and within this playing, the small boy used to fight also, only for his turn. As narrator told that when he was young, he used to fight with the other boys for his turn, one day there was a boy whose name was Gaya, and what had happened there when the narrator played and now the turn of Gaya came, then his mother called him, now come home, and the narrator started going. Gaya grabbed him and told that now you have to get me play first, later you go to home. Within this some argument happened. As this situation reached to this point, that narrator told that yesterday I have given you the gava. First you give me the gava, then I will let you bite first. But Gaya told that gava I have eaten yesterday and now it is in my stomach. How can I give you the gava? So then the narrator told, how can I let you the bite now? Now I am going within this squirrel rest. And narrator beat the Gaya, and Gaya hit the narrator on his back with the danda. And this quarreling happened. Narrator started weeping. Gaya ran away from there, and at last, as the children used to do, they also wrapped the tears and ran away home happily by forgetting every bag of the things what had happened in that playground. Now narrator's father had faced the transformation of his job, and they settled in different town. As the narrator told that when they joined in different town, the other town, they forgot back of all the excitements and the friends and engage in new excitement also. After a long gap of time, when the narrator became the renowned engineer of the district, one day he had a chance to visit the remote area of the town, especially to those villages where the narrator used to live in guest house along with his parents. Narrator was excited because the past memory was running in his mind, and he was thinking about meeting with his old friends. So many old friends which was totally attached to his memory, that was the Gaya, Matai, Mohan and Durga. Now the narrator was an engineer. He reached to the village by his car. When he reached the village, he saw some small boys are playing gulli and danda. Then the narrator called one of them. Hello boys, come here. Listen, what happened, Sahib? You know Gaya here, Gaya? Who is Gaya? Oh yes. Gaya, that the groom one who used to serve the horses of the sahibs, deputy sahibs. Oh yes, that one the Gaya might be the groom of deputy sahibs. Okay, call him now. The small boy ran towards the Gaya's home. Gaya was called. He was told that someone has come by car to meet you. Gaya was also very excited. He also want to meet. Who has come to meet me? Gaya came. The narrator recognized that he is the Gaya, as it was earlier the lean and thin fellow. But seeing this instantly, he recognized him, as the Gaya also recognized he is the Sahib's son at that time. Here the narrator told Gaya, do you recognize me? Do you recall me? Who am I? Yes, sir. Can you recognize me? Yes, you are the Gaya. Can you recall me within this long gap of time? Certainly. Gaya told, do you remember me, sir? We are the poor boy, poor village boy. Can you recall me, sir? Yes, why not? Still, I am remembering the hard hitting with the danda on my back. How can I forget you? Oh yes, don't say sir. It was the childish moment and don't ashamed me by recalling the past incidents. Okay, don't mind Gaya. It was only the joke that I am telling. In this way we recall you. Gaya, do you want to play gilli and danda with me? Because after the long gap of time we met and in this way we want to recall our past memories. Gaya was not intended to play with, but how can I deny that his olden days friend now is an engineer. How can he demoralize him? So he unwillingly accepted the playing of gilli and danda. Now the time is both returned by car, took an axe and went to the remote areas of the village as they wanted to cut the stick from the branches for making gilli and danda. Both developed the gilli and danda, made the gilli and danda and started playing. Now the situation was as neither the Gaya nor the narrator was skilled in playing the gilli and danda as they used to play earlier. Within this, the evening happened as the sun is setting and darkness is approaching now. Gaya told, sir, leave this because it is not possible to see the gilli in this dim light. Okay, but first you promise me that tomorrow you will play with me. And tell me something that where is Matai and Mohan and his friend Durga also? Saying this, Gaya became a little bit sad and sadly informed him that Matai has been dead and Mohan and Durga both were the postman, and now you see you are the engineer and I am the groom of Deputy Sahibs. What? Yes, right. And both went away. The next day, Gaya told Sahib, the next day there was a match. There would be a match of gilli and danda, and you know, sir, in which 20 members are there, and among 20, so many our old friends will play the gilli and danda. So it was a chance of playing, it was a chance of seeing them also. The narrator happily accepted it, and as they have made the promise for coming tomorrow, as narrator reached there. When the narrator reached at the spot, they saw they were playing gilli and danda. Narrator was sitting in his car and he was watching as they were playing. Here the narrator saw. Now the Gaya was playing as a skilled player, as he started thinking that yesterday I and Gaya, when both are playing, that time neither Gaya is able to hit the danda nor I. As I have made many cheating with Gaya, as Gaya hit the gilli on the danda and a clear cracking sound appeared, but I told Gaya, you are lying, the gilli hit to the brick, not to the danda. Gaya accepted it and never made any argument. But today, as the Gaya is playing, that was totally different from the playing as he had played yesterday, and at last he thought that It was the Gaya's greatness. Knowing this, he forgot all sorts of the things related to quarreling and the cheating in the game. He made me great by making himself the fool. It is his greatness. It is his greatness as he had shown yesterday. But today, you see, the Gaya is playing like a skilled player. If someone cheats a little bit in that game, then the Gaya is ready for the argument, and he has sustained all sorts of the problems what he has faced there. Was a perfect professional player. He was playing there, but while playing with me, he became so innocent, might knowing that I am the engineer, I could not play well, so that he felt me like a child and discarded all sorts of the argument, even being out in that game. It is his greatness. And now Gaya is totally professional in his playing. Thinking this, the narrator was totally surprised to see the behavior of Gaya and felt himself very lower before the Gaya's experience. Now he said that might he thought that I am an engineer, he is an ordinary groom. How can he make the argument with me? But the reality is that the Gaya has made me entertained in playing. He forgot all sorts of the parts of that game or the cheating what I made in. This is Gaya's quality, and as he has shown me yesterday, today they are playing well, they will certainly win the match. In this way, the Premchand want to highlight that the poor is the great. He has the quality of forgetting every shadow of the life, every disopportunity of the life, every problem of the life, but the rich can't forget. He tried to cheat the others, he tried to make downtrodden to the others, but the poor has the great heart and it cannot be compared to the rich people, as it is said that rich might forgive or not, but the poor's heart is always open for forgiving the others. These things have been shown through this story because in olden days the poor are oppressed by the rich, and the rich felt himself that I am the present god of the society and they are the worker, poor are the workers, they are the servants, they are made for us, they will serve for us, they will help for us, they will work under them. But the reality is that their heart is great. The poor people has a great heart in which forgiveness is found, and they can forgive everything and they can forget all sorts of the troubles of the life, and every day they used to start with the new hope. This is the quality of the poor.